శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమస్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆనశృణ్వన్ ఊతిభిः శ్రీదసాదనం ప్రణో దేవీ సరస్వతీ వాజేభిర్వాజినీవతి ధీనామ విత్రయవతు. గణేశాయ నమః. సరస్వత్యై నమః. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. సుముఖశ్చ ఏకదంతశ్చ కపిలో గజకర్ణకః లంబోదరశ్చ వికటో విఘ్నరాజో వినాయకః ధూమకేతుర్గణాధ్యక్షః ఫాలచంద్రో గజాననః వక్రతుండః శూర్పకర్ణో హేరంబః స్కందపూర్వజః శుక్లాంబరధరం విష్ణుం శశివర్ణం చతుర్భుజం ప్రసన్నవదనం ధ్యాయేత్ సర్వవిఘ్నోపశాంతయే. యస్య ద్విరదవక్త్రాద్యాః పారిషద్యాః పరస్సతం విఘ్నం నిఘ్నంతి సతతం విశ్వక్సేనం తమాశ్రయే. గురుర్బ్రహ్మా గురుర్విష్ణుః గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరః గురుః సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. ఓం నమో బ్రహ్మాదిభ్యో బ్రహ్మ విద్యా సంప్రదాయ కర్తృభ్యో వంశ ఋషిభ్యో మహద్భ్యో నమో గురుభ్యః. సర్వోపప్లవ రహితః ప్రజ్ఞానగణః ప్రత్యగర్తో బ్రహ్మైవాహం అస్మి. ఓం నారాయణం పద్మభవం వసిష్ఠం శక్తిం చ తత్పుత్ర పరాశరం చ వ్యాసం శుకం గౌడపదం మహాంతం గోవింద యోగీంద్రమథాస్య శిష్యం శ్రీ శంకరాచార్యమథాస్య పద్మపాదం చ హస్తామలకం చ శిష్యం తం తోటకం వార్తికకార మణ్యానస్మద్గురూన్ సంతత మానతోస్మి. స్మృతి శృతి స్మృతి పురాణానామాలయం కరుణాలయం నమామి భగవత్పాదం శంకరం లోకశంకరం. శంకరం శంకరాచార్యం కేశవం బాదరాయణం సూత్రభాష్యకృతౌ వందే భగవంతౌ పునః పునః. ఈశ్వరో గురురాత్మేతి మూర్తిభేద విభాగినే వ్యోమవద్ వ్యాప్త దేహాయ దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. విత్ స్వామి's grace and Paramacharya's Ashirvadangal and Anugraham, let us continue where we left off. We finished slokam number 9 yesterday, which is Satsangatve Nitsangatvam, Nitsangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamathe. Slokam number 10. వయసి గతే కమ వికారః శుష్కే నీరే కాసారః క్షీణే విత్తే కః పరివారో జ్ఞాతే తత్వే కః సంసారః. వయసి గతే కామ వికారః శుష్కే నీరే కాసారః క్షీణే విత్తే కః పరివారః జ్ఞాతే తత్వే కః సంసారః. The padangal are vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha sushke nire kaha kasaraha kshine vitte kaha parivaraha jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. Vayasi gate, when the age passes, that means when we no longer youthful, when the age is passing us all by, right? So when the age is passing, kaha, where is kama vikaraha, lust and its play? See, as you grow older and you are no longer youthful, because youth is the age of passion, lust, desire. Of course, desire never, Swami will talk about that in the next slokams. So the lust and the passion and the attraction of the opposite sex, so to speak, all these are predominant or characteristic of the youthful age. But Vayasi Gate, when the age passes, the youthful passes, and then you become advanced in age. Kaha, where is the room for Kama Vikaraha, for lust and passion and its play? Sushke Nire. Niram means water. Sushke means when it gets completely dried up. So Sushke Nire. So when water is completely evaporated or dried up, Kaha, where is the need, or where is Kasaraha? Kasaraha means the lake. So when the water is dried up, where is the lake? So when the age passes by and when you become old, where is lust and passion? That's what the meaning is. Chine vitte kaha parivaraha. Chine vitte. Vittam means wealth. We saw that. Wealth, not only monetary wealth, but also power, position, ability to influence, help others, controlling over others. So many things come with that. Vitte, the wealth. Chine, when it declines, when it becomes weak, when the wealth is reduced. Kaha, where is parivaraha, the retinue, the group of people who are surrounding you all the time? Where are they when you are no longer wealthy? Jnate tatve. Jnate means knowledge, the truth. Tatve. Tattvam is the tattvam, the truth, the Paramatma that is present. The tattvam, tatve jnate. When the truth is realized, when the truth is known, the truth is experienced. Kaha, where is samsaraha? Where is the samsaram? Samsaram is not limited to just a physical living. Please remember that. You may be a Jivan Mukta and still live in the world, but you're no longer living in samsara, which means in an agitated way of life, right? That we have, the various duties and responsibilities and the commitments and the pressures, etc. That is samsara. So, Vayasi Gate kak kama vikaraha, sushke nire kak kasaraha, chine vitte kak parivaraha, jnate tatve kak samsaraha, bhajagovindam bhajagovindam, govindam bhaja mutamade. Slokam number 11. Ma kuru dhanajana yavvana garvam, harati nimeshat kalas sarvam, mayamayam idam akilam hitva, brahmapadam tvam pravisa viditva. It's a very, very beautiful slokam. Very beautiful slokam. And MS also has sung this in the cassette that or the CD that you will have. Ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam, harati nimeshat kalas sarvam, mayamayam idam akilam hitva, brahmapadam tvam pravisa viditva. Ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam, harati nimeshat kalaha sarvam, mayamayam idam akilam hitva, brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. Ma, do not. Kuru, do or take. Do not do what? Kuru means to do, to take, to accept, to think, all those things. Ma means don't. Okay. Dhana. Dhana is all the possessions we have, material wealth and non-material wealth, all the things that we spoke about. Everything is included in that dhana. Even fame and reputation, whatever goes with that, right? That's all included in dhanam. And jana. Jana means people, but what it actually here means is that when you have a status in society, when you are wealthy, when you are in a position of authority, so many ways, janam, all the people surround you and you are popular. Everybody wants you. Or you may have a huge circle of friends and who think very highly of you and who like you very much. You like their company very much. So janangal, all the retinue, the group of people, the people power, so to speak. Dhanam is the dhanam power and janam is the janam, people power. Yauvanam. Yauvanam is youthfulness. When we are youthful, when we are in a young age, especially in teens, growing up, you have the confidence to achieve anything in the world. When very healthy and very agile and you can do many things, right? Not much worry. So That's Yauvanam. So, Dhana, Jana, Yauvana, Garvam Ma Kuru. The Garvam, the pride. Hey, I am wealthy, I am very popular, or I am quite young, I am very strong, physically strong. Or Dhanam also includes scholarship, because the scholarship is also a form of wealth. You should not have pride of scholarship. You should not have pride of material wealth or pride of position in the company. You may be a CEO or president, doesn't matter. These are all only mere titles, Or you may be in a position of very highly learned person, right? So all these are Janam, very popular and very likable and nominated for different things by the society and getting different awards by people, whatever it is, right? That is all Janangal related. Or Yauvanam, youth and the physical strength. Because of this, Ma Garvam Kuru. Do not take pride in these. Why? Harati Nimeshat Kala Sarvam. Sarvam, all these, whatever you are proud of, whatever you have, right? That all these, Sarvam, Nimeshat. Nimisham is like the blink of an eye. That is the time for a nimisham. And when you blink the eyelid, what time does it take? In that time, Kalaha, the time, Harati, it can destroy all this. It can remove all this. It can take all this away from you. Be aware of that. Ma Kuru, Dhana Jana, Yauvana Garvam, Harati Nimeshat, Kala Sarvam. Please remember that. Then continues. Why? Maya Mayam Idam Akilam Hitva. Maya Mayam. These are all Mayaigal. Maya, passing clouds. They come and go. They are not permanent and they are not real. They appear to be, they are enticing, they are mesmerizing, but they are all passing clouds. They are all temporary. They are not true. They are not permanent. So they are all Maya Mayam. Idam, Akilam. Akilam means all. Idam, here. All these attractive, mesmerizing things that are part of this world, Maya Mayam, Hitva, give it up, destroy it, move away from it, and then do what? Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. Tvam, you, Viditva, realize and know. What should you know? That Brahmapadam Pravisha. You must, Pravisha means enter. Not only approach, you must enter, you must approach, and you must embrace Bhagavan's lotus feet, Brahmapadam, the lotus feet of the Bhagavan, the Paramatma, Govinda, whatever name you call it, the entity, the single entity that is always there, which we saw earlier. It is nothing but love or prema. Brahmapadam, that lotus feet of that prema, you embrace, Pravisha, you enter that. That is what you must realize. Okay, Maya Mayam Idam Akilam Hitva Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Ma Kuru Dhana Jana Yauvana Garvam Harati Nimeshat Kala Sarvam Mayamayam Idam Akilam Hitva Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. Slokam number 12. Dinaya minyau sayam prataha sisira vasantau punarayataha kala kridati gacchati ayuhu tadapina munchati asha vayuhu. Dinaya minyau sayam prataha sisira vasantau punarayataha kala kridati gacchati ayuhu Tadapina munchati asa vayuhu. Dinaya minyau sayam prataha sisira vasantau punaha ayataha kalaha kridati gacchati ayuhu tat api na munchati asha vayuhu. Dinaya minyau means day and night. Day and night. Sayam prataha. Sayam means dusk. Prataha means dawn. So day and night, dusk and dawn. Sisira vasantau. The various seasons. Sisira means winter. Vasanta means spring season. So Sisira vasantau. Punaha. Again and again, repeatedly. Ayataha. They come. Dinaya minyau. Punaha ayataha. Sayam prataha. Punaha ayataha. Sisira vasantau. Punaha ayataha. They all repeatedly, they keep coming and coming and coming. That process, kalaha, this time that comes like this, day and night and dusk and dawn and various seasons, the time actually comes in these various forms. Keeps on coming. What does it do, this kalaha, the time? Kridati, it is playing. What does it play? It's a tremendous play. That time, we call it Kala Swarupam. Time is playing with us. What does it play? Gacchati ayuhu. Ayuhu, our life. Gacchati, it is taking away. While it is playing, mesmerizing, we get engrossed in the sunrise and the sunset and all these things, the spring season and all the things we get engrossed in. But in the process, time is actually playing, engrossed in a beautiful play without us even realizing it. It is ayuhu gacchati. It is taking away slowly our life. Ayuhu, our life. Tat api, even though it is taking place, tadapi, however, but na munchati, not munchati, is leaving, is giving up, going away. What is not going away? Asa vayuhu. Vayuhu means, wind, like a wind that is blowing. What is this wind that is blowing all the time? It's a wind of desire. Asha vayuhu na munchati. The wind of desire does not leave. Our ayuhu is leave. Our life is leaving. But asha vayuhu na munchati. It is not leaving. So he is reminding us how even when we get older, get advanced in age, we still do not give up our desires. Because asa vayuhu na munchati. Dinaya minyau sayam prataha. Sisira vasantau punara yataha. Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. Tadapi na munchati asha vayuhu. Bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudamathe. Now, up to this point, because life is slowly ebbing away. Every day, every dusk, every dawn, every spring season, every day, every night, life is getting less and less, and allotted time is waning. It is ebbing away. It is going away. But the desire that feeds the various sense objects and attracts them does not. It only keeps growing up, growing stronger and stronger. Body becomes weak, becomes infirm, and it doesn't have any strength. Muscles do not have strength. But man still wants all sense enjoyments, all the desires. Asa vayuhu na munchati. Think about it, personally, how it applies to each one of us. Up to this point, the 12 slokams are taught by Adi Shankara. And it says, the final thing, you may not find this in the book that you have, but let me read it. Dvadasa mancharikabhi raseshaha khatito vayyakaranasyaishaha upadeso bhut vidyani punaihi srimat shankara bhagavat charanaihi. That means, it says, like a flower garland, not like a flower bouquet, not a garland, like a flower bouquet, these 12 slokams have been taught to a Vyakarana Pandita. Remember, Dushkunj Karane, he was Vyakarana Pandita. He was learning Pandita. And these have been taught to him by the fully knowledgeable, the completely knowledgeable person with complete total knowledge, Sri Shankara Bhagavad Padar, has taught him these 12 slokams. That is how that ends. This is called Dvadasa Manjari, as we saw earlier in the beginning. Dvadasa is 12, Manjari is flower bouquet. Now moving on to slokam number 30. This, once Acharya finished teaching, remember he was there with a retinue of his disciples. And the situation, the scenery was so enchanting, so mesmerizing, and so infectious in truth, that as soon as the Acharya finished his Upadesam, the disciples could not contain themselves. They started, each one of them started giving a slokam along the same vein, in the same meter, in the same grammar, in the same subject, and with the same authority and the enforcement and the direct teaching. The first one is done by Padmapada, who was a disciple. All these people are disciples of Shankara Bhagavad-pada. And that is slokam number 13. Start by Padmapada. Kate kanta dhanakata chinta vatula kim tava nasti niyanta trijagati sanjana samgati reka bhavati bhavarna tarano nauka. Kate kanta dhanakata chinta vatula kim tava nasti niyanta trijagati sanjana samgati reka bhavati bhavarna tarane nauka. Ka te kanta dhana gata chinta kim tava vatula kim tava na asti niyanta trijagati sanjana samgati reka bhavati bhavarnava tarane nauka. Bhava arnava tarane nauka. Ka, where is? Te, your kanta, wife. Ka, where is? Dhanakata, pertaining to wealth. Chinta, all the worries that you have. Okay, ka dhanakata chinta, where are the worries pertaining to acquiring wealth, protecting wealth? Vatula means one who is distracted, one who is weak. Because when we are very focused on something, we are very strong. When we are distracted and not focused and moving about here and there, that is when we become weak. So Vatula means person who is distracted, who is weak. Because of that, he become weak. Then it says Kim is there, Tava to you, Na asti not, Niyanta somebody who can advise you. Niyamam means rules and disciplines. Niyanta means one who advises you about disciplines and duties and the guidelines to follow and all that, right? So it says, is there no one to advise you about what to do, about the various Shastric commands and what were the prescriptions? What are the prescribed things that you should do? Is there no one? Kim tava nasti niyanta, it says. He's asking. Now, Trijagati, in the three worlds are what? That you know, right? Bhur Bhuva Savaha, we say, right? And those three worlds are bringing it to a personal level. Our waking time, right now we are all wakeful. I mean, we are aware of our senses are all active and mind is active. Then the next one is what we call as a dreams, the Swapna Avasti, which is a dream state, where the senses are not active, but the mind is active. And then beyond that goes the Sushupti stage, which we call in English as the deep sleep stage. In the deep sleep stage, that is Suvaha, so Suvarlokam. And there the mind is also not active. The senses are not active, mind is not active. That is why when we go into the deep sleep state and then when we come back and wake up, we feel so energized, so peaceful, because that's where the energy is. When the mind is no longer active, you become very powerful, very energetic and very peaceful. So those are the three worlds. In the three worlds, Trijagati, Sanjana or Sajjana, that means Sajjana means Satjana, the good people. Our Sangati, Sajjana Sangati, the association, the joining with, the company of good people. Okay, Eka, that alone. Trijagati Sajjana Sangatihi Eka. That alone in all the three worlds. What does it do? That Bhavati, it can help as Bhava Arnava Tarane. Bhava Arnava. Arnava means ocean. Bhava means the various experiences that we have. The pleasures, the pains, all the opposite experiences that we keep on experiencing all the time, right? And we don't have one constant experience. It keeps changing. So that ocean of these various experiences, Tarane, to cross it, to go beyond it. Nauka, what is the boat? You need a boat to cross the ocean, right? So what is the boat that takes you across the Bhava Arnavam, the ocean of various experiences? What is that boat that takes you across all that? That is only Sajjana Sangatihi Eka. Only the company of the good and the noble people. That alone can take you across the ocean of samsaram. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Kate Kanta Dhanakata Chinta Vatula Kim Tava Nasti Niyanta Trijagati Sajjana Sangatihi Eka Bhavati Bhava Arnava Tarane Nauka. That is slokam number 13. I will just read slokam 14 and then we will take it up with Bhagavan's grace tomorrow. Jatilo, this slokam 14, by the way, is taught by Totakacharya. He is another disciple of Shankara Bhagavad Padar. The first one was by Padmapada, 13, and this is by Totakacharya. Jatilo mundi lunchita kesaha kashayambara bahukrita veshaha pasyannapi cha na pasyati mudho hudara nimitam bahukrita veshaha. It's a beautiful, beautiful sloham. My God. Jatilo mundi lunjita kesaha kashayambara bahukrita veshaha pasyannapi cha na pasyati mudho hudara nimittam bahukrita veshaha. We will take it up tomorrow, okay? And enjoy that tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.